Thanks for clicking. Today we are going to be talking about the Warhammer 40k Armageddon Launch Box versus the starter set. Which is a better buy for someone just starting in this hobby? If you're trying to start Warhammer 40k right now, there are two great boxes sitting really close together in the price. So it is a little bit of an issue. First up, the Armageddon Launch Box comes in about $295. And the new Warhammer 40k starter set is $250. So for another $45 basically, Armageddon gives you 61 miniatures instead of the 46 from the starter set. That sounds like the hands down better deal, right? You get more models, a little bit bigger starting army, a bunch of extra cards and books compared to the starter set. So just buy the Armageddon box, right? Well, except I don't think it's that easy for you. Because if you're completely new to Warhammer 40k, the cheaper starter set gives you some pretty important stuff Armageddon does not. So we're going to put these two boxes against each other and figure out which one I would actually recommend to someone buying their first Warhammer 40k set. So let's start with the big one, the Armageddon Launch Box. Armageddon was the launch box for 11th edition. And it definitely seems like they had made more than enough, so they're still readily available to pick up. And this thing is packed. You get 61 push-fit miniatures, 23 Space Marines, and 38 Orcs. You get the core rules, which they're also free online, so you can scratch that. You get a lore book, which only comes in this box, so that leans heavy that way. You get chapter approved 26 and 27 mission deck. You get the narrative campaign deck. You get the data sheet cards. Which time you're seeing this, they are probably outdated anyways and won't do much good in tournament play. But if you're just starting, they will work fine to teach you the important things on how the units move and shoot and charge and stuff like that, and give you an idea how to use them. And you also get some transfer sheets. So there's definitely a lot here in this box. And the armies themselves have a pretty good mix of units. So on the Space Marine side, you get a captain with relic shield, a librarian, a chaplain with jump pack, an ancient. You get some intercessors, some vanguard veterans, the eradicators with the heavy bolters, and the new land speeder. Now on the orc side, you get a war boss, a big boss, Banner Knob, Pain Boy, Weird Boy, you get some boys, some Gretchen, the War Track, and the big mech Deca Rig. If you already played 40k though, I can see why this box would be a hard pass because you probably have most of those models already. You're getting a lot of new models though. You're getting the current mission deck. You've got the narrative campaign system now. And you get the Armageddon lore book. And you get two nice starting forces here. But we're not looking at this as somebody who already plays Warhammer 40k though. We're looking at this someone who just walks into a store and says, I want to start Warhammer. What do I need to buy first? And that's where Armageddon starts getting not necessarily the right choice for someone just starting into this hobby. Because you open this giant $295 box, you won't have the terrain to play with. And you got no dice, no ruler, and probably the biggest thing, you don't have the starter set handbook. That's designed to actually walk a new player into the game. And starting out, that thing is incredibly valuable. Now, Armageddon gives you a lot of Warhammer in the box, but it kind of expects you to already know what you're doing with everything. And that right there is an important difference to understand. Now let's take a look at the new starter set. It comes in at $250. So it's $45 cheaper than the Armageddon box. But you're dropping from 61 models down to 46. So normally I would say losing 15 models to save $45 does not sound great. But look at what replaces those models. You get two complete combat patrol armies. One Space Marine combat patrol and one Orc combat patrol. You don't have to build a list. Everything is put them together, and they are ready to play. Now, for the Space Marine side, you get the Captain with Relic Shield, the Librarian, 5 Intercessors, 5 Vanguard Veterans, and a Land Speeder. So you are missing some of those other units. Now, the Orcs get a War Boss, Weird Boy, 20 Boys, 10 Gretchen, and the War Track. Starting out, those are 2 pretty solid combat patrols and forces to start with. So you can build them and you can throw them right in combat patrol and they're good to go. That alone makes it a lot easier for someone brand new to this hobby. But the rest of the box is where it really starts edging out a little bit above the Armageddon box. You get 15 pieces of the plastic terrain. You get 2 double-sided game boards, the dice, the rulers, the core rules, but those come in the Armageddon box and are free online on the GW website. So that helps when they update them. You can find them easily online. You get the reference sheet for Combat Patrol and an entire starter set handbook designed to teach you how to build, paint, and play the game. How to open this box from sprues and end with the army on the table. You build these, set this battlefield up. Here's your army, here's the opponent's army, and here's how the game works. Here's the first thing you need to do, all the way up into the last thing you need to do. Go play, go have fun. It's a pretty straightforward path when you're starting this hobby. That's a much different first experience than having the Armageddon box with all the models, but not really a direction to go play. It kind of gives you all your stuff, but no path. So let's break it down in some rounds and let's talk about the cost first. So Armageddon, it comes in at the $295 price tag. The starter set is $250. Now you can go to the secondary market and you can pick these up 15-20% cheaper, so that does help. But purely looking at plastic, I think the Armageddon has the advantage. You're spending another $45 and getting 15 more models along with the mission deck and that special lore book. That's a pretty good $45 investment to get stuff. But that's not the cost for the beginner though. Because if you buy the Armageddon, you have absolutely nothing else. You're probably gonna buy some more stuff. You're gonna go buy you some terrain. You're gonna go buy you the hobby supplies. Now granted, neither box give clippers, which they both say everything in a box, but no clippers, no glue. Still need to pick up the dice, the ruler, clippers, glue, some type of measuring device. And unless you already got a table full of terrain sitting around, you need some terrain. Technically you can put books, cans, pop bottles, anything to block some line of sight and give it a little variation on the table so it's not just one open board shooting across there. Then you can scratch build some terrain. I'm terrible at scratch building, so I would just rather 3D print something or have something in the box that I just throw up and call it good. So the starter set does come with terrain. It's more of a, I don't know, I'll let you decide if $45 and more miniatures is better than cheaper, but terrain comes with it. I don't know. You be the judge of that one. But the starter set, it gives you everything to start the game. It's definitely designed for a first-time player, though. You open it, and there it goes. So I would probably rate this, Armageddon an 8 out of 10, and starter set comes out a 9 out of 10 for the price. So yeah, if I was a brand new player, I would probably lean to the starter set that has the 2 combat patrols in them, just because it's everything you need in the box. You buy it, you build them, and you have a game right there ready to go. The Armageddon box is nice to get all them extra miniatures and that lore book if you're into the lore, but if you don't mind the lore for Space Marines or Orcs or just the whole Armageddon setting, then the book's pointless for you. I would go to the starter set. You could probably set a weekend aside and have the game going, started on Friday night, building and all that. By Sunday afternoon, you could probably have everything painted. We're not talking professional Golden Demon paint job here. We're talking bare bones, basic. Throw some blue, gold, and some black on it. Your Space Marine's good to go. But if you're just playing with a friend, You can play with the gray plastic. That shouldn't matter. But if you do buy this, you could split it with a friend. That would cut the cost down some, give someone the orcs or space marines, vice versa, whatever you want to do. Or you could buy both and then be able to test them out often. Because orcs are top tier in 11th edition right now. So if you had some orcs that you could practice against, that would help you if you ever decided to go play competitive. Or if you went to your local scene, and a lot of people's running orcs right now, your bad boys in blue would be able to handle the challenges that green tide coming in. There are some affiliate links in this video. They do help out the channel some, but it's no extra cost to you. I would greatly appreciate it if you could use some. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.